Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are back for Grav Slams, a series where we take a look at the best and craziest MLB plays throughout the last week. We got some big bombs, some amazing glove grabs, and a lot of clutch moments throughout the MLB. But throughout the last week of baseball, what were the best moments? Make sure you watch till the end for all the greatest plays, and make sure you hit that subscribe button to the Sportsnet YouTube channel for the best sports coverage around. And without further ado, let's get into the best plays of this last week. Now, the first couple plays I want to show you guys come from the Baltimore Orioles, who are now above 500 as I'm recording this and have had themselves a magical last couple of weeks. But one of my favorite moments was when they were down behind a run, and first things first, Cedric Mullins came up big.
Spots into center field, he did it again. Ruxman around third. Mike Trout's throw, not gonna make it. They have tied the game.
And after that huge single to tie things up, Trey Mancini was the hero, walking it off at home. But for Baltimore to be over 500 with how long they've been building this core up and wanting to get back in the playoff race, for them to bring back this much magic, for them to be winning as many games as they are is magical and easily one of the best Grav Slams of this week. Now, this week we got a lot of great Grav Slams on the home run side of things, and maybe one of my favorite plays, if not my favorite play of this last week, came from Vladdy. And I just want to tell you this, I don't want to spoil anything, but I want you to just think about when Vladdy hits this ball, where it might be going, because it might surprise you.
Guerrero reaches for one, and he's hit it fairly well to deep left. Gone! How in the world did that go out? It shows you what a talent he is when he can reach for a ball like that and still hit it out.
That's a special talent right there. Home run number 20 for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was out early.
So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is just in this position. He just kind of gulls it over, and it goes past the wall in center field. It just shows how built Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is. But the fact that Vladdy is able to do that, looks so awkward with that swing and still get it out. The cannons on this guy are ludicrous, and it's, of course, Grav Slam worthy. Now, I also want to shout out Ronald Acuña Jr., who had a fantastic, a monstrous bomb, 446 feet. And the swing with this is something you just need to see.
Now 2-2. Swing and a drive. Acuña Jr. destroys a baseball. That's how you break a slump.
And even though it isn't a walk-off or anything, I think that home run is just so important. It shows how good Acuña Jr. can be. But that swing, that launch angle, it's just so beautiful and brings tears to my eyes. Another big Grav Slam. Now, we've gone through some big hits, some big home runs, but let's go on to some amazing moments on the base paths here. And Miguel Cabrera giving us an absolute show.
Cabrera on his way to third. The throw into left field. Cabrera's got a stolen base, and he's going to score.
Look at him.
That's going to make his night. And every highlight show in baseball.
Now, again, when I said great base running and then Miguel Cabrera, you probably thought I was lying, but man, he can show the speed. He can have some quick feeds, and you see him stealing third. Of course, I don't think the catcher realized that Miguel Cabrera was stealing third when he thought that was happening. He just was flabbergasted and, of course, threw that 15 feet wide, and he ended up scoring. But that's what Miggy does. Always the smartest play, no matter what. No matter how it looks, he'll get the job done. And for Miggy, it's just a long list of Grav Slams. He gets another, and rightfully so. Now this time, let's move on to some insane grabs. This next one from Xander Bogaerts was one of my favorites of this past week, where he really had no choice but to just lay out and catch this ball.
Liner right at Bogaerts, my goodness. 110. I think it caught him.
Carl, why'd you take the .5 off? Because that was, you have to add it to that. That ball's coming at you knuckling.
Just imagine you're going up against Giancarlo Stanton, you're trying to get ready, and he just kills a baseball 110 miles per hour. Almost right at your head. I mean, Bogaerts had to basically fall on his feet to get out of the way of that and still trying to make the grab. Grav slam, but again, for Bogaerts, I don't think there's much time to think either. Now we got another great infield grab here, this time though from first base, and Matt Olson makes one of the best plays I've seen at first base and make this entire season.
And that one is bounced to Olson. Great play. Backflip tee and retires the side.
Considering how far Matt Olson was away from the bag, to be able to still lunge out, make that grab, and also, I think a pretty secret part of this play is just how good that throw was. If you're throwing off that hand, it can be pretty hard in that position, but Olson got it right where he needed to, and after making that big glove grab, throws it right to first for the out. Fantastic play, and Olson's first grand slam of the year. Now we gotta give some love to some outfielders here. Next up with Brett Phillips, saving a potential RBI double with this marvelous grab.
Fly ball deep into left center field. Phillips on the run. He lays out and he got it. Phillips, an unbelievable grab in left center field to take an extra base hit away from Trevor Story. Oh, what a catch by Phillips out there in center field, racing toward left center.
And the thing is, no matter what Brett Phillips is doing, whether he's playing bad or playing good, the guy is just fun to watch, and he always seems to do stuff like that, laying out to make it happen, and also getting up quick enough as well to get it back to first so that the runner doesn't tag up. Beautiful play all around, and grab slam worthy. Now, Byron Buxton has had a couple of grab slams this year, but he wants to also be included in the show, and this amazing grab was a little bit of a scary one. Thankfully, it looked like he was okay, but just watch this glove grab. It was insane, and right at the last moment, you think he didn't get it? He got it.
The left field, chased by Gordon on the track, and wow. Did Buxton catch that ball? Oh my goodness, he did!
And again, scary collision there right at center field along the wall, but still, Buxton came out with the grab, and I think some of that was just the adrenaline of like, oh my gosh, I have this, how did I get this ball? But it's Buxton. I mean, he finds ways to do these things, and it's just Byron Buxton. You can't think about it. He just does it every single time. And you know what? Actually, let's go on to one last play in the outfield. This time from George Springer, who had himself a really interesting grab here, going against Kyle Schwarber, who can absolutely just launch bombs. But George Springer wasn't having any of it.
Well hit ball to deep center field, racing it back, Springer! Oh, what a catch! A sensational play by George Springer in deep center.
And it was kind of weird because it looked like Springer was way in when he didn't need to be, so he had to compensate and just reach out as much as he humanly can. But the fact that he still came up with it and was able to land that and get it back to first base was amazing. And one of the best grab slams, one of the best plays of this last week. But now let's go on to the biggest grab slam moment of this past week, featuring the Los Angeles Dodgers, who, in my opinion, had one of the craziest innings and really games of this last year. They were down 6-0 against the St. Louis Cardinals heading into the 7th, and then scored 7 runs in the final 3 innings, and just watch how crazy this rally was.
Will Smith lifts the ball, deep center field. Carlson to the track, to the wall, it's gone! Will Smith with a home run. Dodgers on the board. It's 6-2. Down the line, fair ball, and it'll scoot to the corner. A ricochet on that jut in the wall. Bellinger in to score on an RB. An 0-1 pitch. Turner pulls it to left. He's going to accomplish just that. And would you look at this? It's a 1-run game. Muncy hits one in the air to deep center field. Deep enough to tie the game. They just keep on coming. And it's 6-6 in the 9th
So for the Dodgers, they are the Grand Slam champions of this week. That comeback was absolutely miraculous, and even though it pains me to say it, against the Cards especially, the Dodgers did a fantastic job and were able to get the job done and get the biggest Grand Slam crown of this last week. Deservedly so. But that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Comment down below what was your favorite Grand Slam of this past week and your most impressive MLB play as well. Let us know down in the comments. Of course, share this video with your friends. Get to all the baseball fans you guys know online, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.